वेलकम बैक टू पैनल डे सुपर हीरोज ahoy। मेरा नाम है तुषार। Welcome back to Panel Day Superheroes Ahoy. My name is Tushar. So, making a video after some time, a lot of things have happened that delayed kind of my video making. But I've been catching up on comics. So, in terms of Indian comics, I am not reading much because of many obvious reasons. But I'm trying to read more of books that I have and kind of catch up on what I have, and also read some kind of Raj Comics classics. So this is like roughly wrapping up around 1-2 months of my reading. So I'll just start with the titles at random. So this is a book that I picked up called Green Lantern's DC Universe Rebirth. So this is the whole Green Lantern Rebirth kind of arc, and it's like volume 1 Rage Planet by Sam Humphries, Robson Rocha. So this has two Green Lanterns, or like the joke is like there's too many Green Lanterns. So that kind of tone I liked. There's like a lot of humor. The art is quite nice. Um, and this is like a fun read, like the regular DC kind of book. So these are the two Green Lanterns. So it's like Red Dawn Rising. So you have like a lot of Green Lantern characters like Rage and Red Dawn and things like that. And so the art is great. It's quite an enjoyable book. Like you can read it 2-3 times. Funny thing is there is also like this female Green Lantern. She has like anxiety and everything. So that I found funny. Other than that, there is this Simon Baz character Green Lantern that I didn't like. So I kind of skipped through his bits. Like typically in these, like from last 4 or 5 years or more, probably they try to put in a lot of diversity and a lot of like woke things in comics, especially DC Marvel, which I'm not fond of, and that's like one of the reasons I've like not been following these books much. But yeah, that's about it. So this is Green Lantern Rebirth. The next book I liked is like Frostbite. So I tend to pick these Vertigo books wherever I see any sales. So this book I picked for around 400 or 500, and this looked like a very cool kind of apocalyptic kind of book with great art by Jason Sean Alexander. So I've become like a fan of this book's art, and the good thing is like the story is not bad, so you can enjoy the art and the story as well. So it's like one of those books that you would like to keep. So it's pretty much like there's two female characters, and there is like obviously like Mad Max in snow. So the whole world is frozen, and then there is typical wheeling dealings happening around like heat. So heat is the new currency in this book, and you can imagine the whole frostbite kind of thing, and there is like some reveals and twists and turns. Overall, it's a very cool book. I don't think I'll sell it back because this is quite a good pick I found. So I'll hold on to this, and really enjoyable book. I'll try to show some of its art later on as well. Then there is another DC book that I picked up. This is Unexpected. Yeah, so this is like the Dark Knight's Metal. If you follow Dark Knight's Metal or DC Metal, kind of the whole story arc, or yeah, the season. So this is like new age of heroes, reimagined characters, Neon the Unknown, Firebrand. So like C-list hero kind of thing, Viking Judge Ascended, and then known kind of more known characters like Huntress and Hawkman. So I actually picked it up for like Hawkman because I like Hawkman, Hawkwoman characters. But it's not really going great. I read like half of it, and these are really obscure characters, and you really don't relate to them as much. But yeah, overall I would say it's like an average book, 5 out of 10, called The Unexpected. So I'll finish it and probably sell it back. Then there are two Holy Cow books. Like this is the main new book, Worm 2. So this review should be out on the channel too. Then there is these Daniel Warren Johnson's books. So I finally got to finish Space Mullet. So it's kind of strange, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, because as much as I like his art and his kind of storytelling, as a space opera or kind of book based in space, it didn't really offer much something new. There was a lot of like I don't know how to describe it, but a lot of like liberal kind of ideas in this, like, system is bad, and it kind of gets boring because in every movie or every book you see the same theme these days. So really doesn't offer anything new, but there's a lot of cool creatures and monsters in this. So something definitely worth having in your collection. So I'll try to show the art of this, and if you want me to talk in more depth about it, I will revisit this book and do a longer review. And next on my DWJ's list is The Ghost Fleet. So looking forward to reading this. Then coming to some more Indian books, I am really enjoying this pulpy Hindi horror kind of books called Oja. So this is from fiction novel. So there is 5 books of Oja, and these are like 100-120 page novels. So I've finished like 4 of them within like 5. There's 2 more parts that are going to come. So if you love Hindi pulp horror, these are great. It has elements of like Dracula, vampire, those kind of things also, but there is also like very homegrown horror, like in India, small town kind of horror, which is really fun. So it's like an Indian Frankenstein type of character called Oja. So this has also been occupying my time and keeping me away from comic books as such. This is another like 2-parter called Anamika, Ek Mystery. So it combines like AI with horror. Quite cool. Anjan Acharya ji has written really good books. Then there are these Shakti books. So 2 new Shakti books have come, Mandrake and Phantom. And I managed to read these previous set. So I quite liked the first Phantom book, The Rise of Tarashima Terrorists. So with all war and everything going on, Operation Sindoor, there's some like you would be reminded of things like how terrorism is a threat and so on. It like rings true even like this book, which might be from 20 years or so ago. Then there is this book called Mandrake Fear Machine. The funny thing is like many of these books, the kind of concepts are still true. Like whatever they talk about, like cyber threat or so on, I'll discuss in detail. But the way they pick these stories, right? Like this is like a virus and so on. Like she gets on this mail. So I really liked it. It's called The Fear Machine. So it's based on fear, psychosis, and so. And then there is this book, Rip Kirby, Liquid Murder. So I'll talk about these books. The new ones I have not read, Space Glitch and the Baron Khan Sedition. So this I am yet to read. Then the last, as usual, Raj Comics. So Raj Comics, so there should be some more books coming from Comics Adda soon. There is some books that have come from Alpha and RCSG. There is also books that I am expecting from Swayambhu and Holy Cow, the crossover, Planet Rock. So these are the books I am desperately waiting for. So hopefully I get them in a few weeks from now. But this is Sampoorn Agraj and Sampoorn Kal Chakra. Really good covers. Inside not that great, but still it's fun to like read Nagraj comics. So I'm reading these as well. So yeah, this is about my complete what's on my reading list, and this cute kind of rainbow thing came. This is about my what's on my reading list, and let me know if you want me to cover more of these books in detail, and I'll gladly do so. So thank you for watching, and really thanks to all the subscribers so far and people who are subscribing. I may not get that much time to do videos, but it's really good to see like many videos get a lot of comments and so on. So soon we'll be touching 1,000 subscribers. So really happy and thank you for all the support. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.